Welcome guys to our YouTube channel. This is our lesson 2, whereby we are going to talk about intervals. So keep following our channel so that you may be educated more, be enlightened more on the keyboard lessons. So today, interval, we should ask ourselves what is an interval, and in our case here we say that an interval is the distance between one point and the other, or in short, the distance between two notes. For instance, if I'm having my note C, which is our first note on the left, and I have C sharp, which is our second note, the black notes. Remember what we said in our previous lesson, that the black notes are known as the enharmonics. The reason being, they had two names. Each note have two names. It can be mentioned in terms of flats or in terms of sharps. So if I have C, I raise it by a half step, I get a C sharp. So half step becomes my interval. That we can say the interval between C and C sharp is a half. Or in other terms, we can say the interval between C and C sharp is a semitone. Semitone is the same as the half step or half tone. So if I'm having my C and then I move to D, the interval between C and D is a tone or a whole step or a full step. So why is it a full step? It's because I have my C. C sharp is a half step, and then from C sharp to D is another half step. Even mathematically, if you take a half step and a half step, it makes a whole. So which means that between C and D, that's a whole step or a tone. So if you may think in a different angle, if this is my C, I have my C sharp, I have my D, I have my D sharp. If we ask ourselves what is the interval between C and D sharp, we can say that it is this is C, this is C sharp, that's a half. We have another half, another half, which means those are three halves. So in short, we can say we have three semitones as an interval between C and D sharp. Remember, D sharp is the same as the E flat. So if it is between C and E, how many steps are we moving in terms of halves? We have the first half C sharp, second half which is D, third half which is a D sharp, and then we have E which is our fourth, which means we have two tones. The interval between C and E is two tones. So jumping one note, C, I jump the C sharp, I go to D, it makes it to be a tone. So jumping a note, it doesn't matter whether you are jumping a black or whether you are jumping a white. So if I have my E, I move to F sharp, that means that the interval between E and F sharp is a tone, simply because I'm jumping one note. So between E and F, it's a half tone. Between E and F sharp, it's a tone. So at your own time, try identifying the intervals between different notes. You can take the interval between maybe C and G. You see how many half steps are those, or how many tones are they. Between C and C, which is an octave, that's what we said last time, that an octave is made up of 12 notes. Between C and C, between D and D, between E flat and E flat. So try thinking at your own time, or try to figure out what interval it is between those two notes, or between any other notes that you wish to discover by yourselves. So for the full course of the keyboard, visit our website. I have put the link below the description. Have a blessed day.